Now, let's take a look at an answer. In this course, for convenience of explanation, we will refer to all certain things as all of a thing. First of all, universal means common to all of a thing. Therefore, a universal attribute is an attribute that is common to all of a thing. For example, one of the universal attributes of water is being colorless and transparent, which is an attribute that is common to all of water. However, just as being colorless and transparent is an attribute that is common to not only water but also other things, such as ethanol, a type of alcohol, an attribute that is common to all of a thing may also be an attribute that is common to other things. So, an attribute that is common to all of water, being colorless and transparent, is not something that makes water what it is. Similarly, an attribute that is common to all of a thing is not necessarily something that makes a thing what it is. But what about an attribute that is common to all of a thing and not common to all other things? Among the attributes common to all of water, the chemical bond between two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom is not common to all other things. And a thing that has this attribute is nothing but water. Therefore, the chemical bond between two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom is something that makes water what it is. Similarly, among the attributes that are common to all of a thing, an attribute that is not common to all other things is something that makes a thing what it is. And, in this world, no matter how hard you search for a universal attribute that makes a thing what it is, you cannot find anything other than an attribute that is common to all of a thing and not common to all other things. Therefore, a universal attribute that makes a thing what it is in philosophy is an attribute that is common to all of a thing and not common to all other things. And this attribute is so called a universal characteristic of a thing. Therefore, a universal attribute that makes a thing what it is, that is, essence, is a universal characteristic of a thing. This is the conclusion. So, for example, the essence of water is a universal characteristic of water, which is the chemical bond of two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. In addition, please note that the essence of water is something that makes water what it is for everyone. The essence of a thing does not differ from person to person. Furthermore, something that makes essence itself what it is an attribute that is common to all of essence and not common to all other things, that is, the universal characteristic of essence. In other words, a universal characteristic of a thing can also be the essence of essence. Therefore, the idea that essence is a universal characteristic of a thing applies to all things including essence itself.